This episode of Total Drama Reviews contains clips from Total Drama World Tour. I do not own Total Drama World Tour. All rights go to FreshTV. Remember to be civil and do not be mean in the comments. Seriously, it can get really messed up. Carpe diem, my name is Ultranatic, and this is Total Drama Reviews. This is where I, as a lover of animation, reality shows, and music, look over the show and combine them together the best. And we're traveling to the German Alps in today's episode, Slap Slap Revolution. Yep, our characters go to the second cold location of the season, pretty soon after the last one even, and we get all the classic phallic food references you can imagine with this setup, which is code for this episode is very funny. However, just because an episode makes me laugh doesn't mean it's good all the way through, unfortunately. It doesn't make it bad either, but there are some decent-sized problems with the episode in a few places. But do those problems in fact tarnish an otherwise entertaining episode? Well, let's find out. Let me first kick myself for not doing this back in October or December. Ow. This is Slap Slap Revolution. We open in a comedy class with DJ still depressed over his animal mangling curse.
Curse merce. The more you believe that trash, the more power it has over you.
That's why I voted out Beth back in season 1 immediately after figuring out she had one. Continuity. It's not optional. But at least Owen's finally gotten over his fear of flying. Maybe too well.
Somebody, pretty please! Al! Give me an alley hand, bro!
Okay, that's minus 10 points for Owen. You couldn't make Alejandro's name less dignified.
How dare he pervert the name of Alejandro Burro Muerto?
Never mind, I always forget that's his last name. So freaking funny. Thankfully, the hole is plugged up and back in first class, where I assume they didn't feel the slightest bit of cabin pressure change. Heather and Sierra strategize.
You must have some idea of who's going next.
According to my stats, no team avoids elimination 6 times in a row without getting OCTBI syndrome.
What?
Overconfident, then blowing it syndrome?
So, what you're saying is Team Chris is really hot is on the chopping block?
Duh.
You do realize that Team Chris lost the last challenge, right? Like, last freaking place loss? In fact, haven't you won more times than they have? You give super fans a bad name. Oh, speaking of Math is the devil, where did Sierra get the number 6 from?
No team avoids elimination 6 times in a row.
Yeah, since the official team formations, which happened right after Duncan quit, there have been 4 team challenges. Egypt, Japan, the Yukon, and New York. I've seen better math skills out of Hell's freaking kitchen.
3 threes are what?
6. Oh, 339, yes.
And you've got, come here. 3 threes are 6.
I was counting the pants, Chef. I'm sorry.
I'm watching you like a hawk. Do you know why? You can't even count to 9. You scare me.
But Sierra lets Cody suck her thumb. I should probably set one of these up. Yeah, that'll come in handy, as Cody brushes his tongue from disgust. Cherish that routine hygiene while you got it, man. It ain't gonna last long.
Please unbuckle your seatbelts and head to the cargo hold.
Now what?
My leg! My leg!
Yes, I can do that. The fall from the plane would cripple his body, no foreshadowing. Okay, I guess some foreshadowing. And the droplet Shaw gave him would crush his skull. 2 totally different casualties to the same person in the span of 5 seconds. I love this frickin' show.
Hi, Daryl.
It's me, Tyler! You and I were together!
You must have me confused with someone else. The only guy I was ever into on the show is Tyler. And he's never coming back.
My god, Lindsay being this stupid here is like her being that stupid in Masters of Disaster.
Ah! I'm surrounded by loons!
Where?
Oh, I love ducks. Ah!
It should infuriate me, but honestly it comes full circle to kinda cracking me up, not gonna lie.
Guten Tag und willkommen bei Deutschland, aka Germany. We're in avalanche territory, so you might want to keep it down.
What? There's a sale at the khaki barn? Ah!
Another friendly friendly reminder that Total Drama and 6 team pointlessly share the same universe.
Welcome to today's musical challenge. Avoid the song-a-ledge.
So we get this episode's song titled Eine Kleine, sure hope I got that right, with the same melody as its namesake by Mozart.
Keep it down so I can win the loot. Try, I will, but I still gotta fart. No,
And, not exactly a fan of this one. The composition's great and all, who can't recognize those notes? But the song has a super inconsistent rhyme scheme, lame jokes, and no real focus lyrically speaking. It's just various team reactions that are already well established and not explored any further in depth.
Toot on, but you're still out of luck. You suck the lemon chalk. Wait till you're voted out for being such a lout. I'll dance a jig when Chris shoves you out the plane.
So it comes across to me as tedious and kind of annoying. Except for this last part where Lindsay finally remembers who the heck Tyler is.
Someone's back in the game, my former flame, and Tyler's your name. You're Tyler, just the same. Oh, Tyler, 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 back you came.
she remembers me.
I love how the avalanche comes from the exact last place you'd expect it to come from. It's the same clever misdirection you'd normally see reserved for the Final Destination franchise. Don't worry, if the Huns could survive that kind of disaster, these guys have nothing to worry about.
My leg!
Wait a minute, what number are we at again? Well, along with Lindsay remembering who Tyler is, now we have 2 reasons to... It's a great day to be alive, which is not what anyone on this show should be with these numbers. So while Lindsay is happy to see Tyler again, and I'm only now noticing no one's complaining about being cold like they did in the Yukon, despite being several thousand feet in elevation in the Alps, the teams come across their next challenge.
Each team must make a giant German sausage by shoveling meat into the grinder. Push it down and grind the mixture out into an oversized sausage casing.
Sausages? This is the most disgusting challenge yet!
You were literally in the New York sewers during your last challenge. What are you, a vegetarian? Speaking of the last challenge...
If you had a shiny new electric meat grinder, just plug her into our portable generator, et voila!
I knew we should have tackled you when you threw our grinder out. You didn't disagree at the time. What the? A meat grinder? Ugh! This must be the booby prize. Forget it. Oh, maybe we should keep it just in case. That really is satisfying. You didn't disagree at the time.
Yes, she did. You just blatantly ignored her. Look, between the two of you, Heather is clearly the more likably hateable antagonist, but facts are facts. Courtney has a right to be mad here.
You'll have to shovel fast or risk getting stuck with an incomplete sausage, which will be a lot harder to ride down the hill. That's the spot. Go, go, go!
Tyler, we need your strength on the grinder. Owen, stuff that casing like your life depends on it.
Aye, aye, Captain.
No,
You know, it's fitting he targets Lashana for elimination this episode, considering he's making the exact same mistake she did in the season 1 episode, If You Can't Take the Heat.
Owen, guard the food. All right, let's do this.
That's like putting the Human Torch in charge of keeping 50 bags of popcorn kernels from popping. You know something's gonna blow!
no, you make sure Izzy doesn't get in the grinder again.
And there goes my pelvis.
I think he was exaggerating, so no casualty there. I only showed that line because I thought it was funny.
Less yakking, more packing. Well, at least I'm doing something.
My leg!
Is it weird how this is low on the Sierra creepometer? I mean, not that low, but it ain't making him suck your thumb levels of creepy.
Nearly there!
Oh, no!
My leg!
He's alive!
Yeah, no. That seagull should have turned into the same thing those kids from The Wall turned into. Freshly ground dark red Play-Doh. Although it did at least cut the soda ring off its neck. Please fix that before throwing these away. After Team Amazon loses the rest of their meat, we get, without contest, the best lines in the episode and potentially the whole damn season.
Cody's got a tiny sausage.
At least my team has a sausage. Oh, it's so spicy.
My leg! There is nothing I need to add to that glorious bit of immaturity. I'm just gonna let the scene stand on its own.
I have an idea. We can ride Owen down the hill.
These people could still be minors, so I'm gonna hold off on making any other potentially inappropriate jokes, but just saying.
No way! That's cheating! Forget it!
Owen is stuffed with meat.
Please stop tempting me. Okay, I'll just be a grown-up here.
Yeah! Giddy up!
Watch out for the rabid mountain goats. They're super deadly.
Okay, that joke is always a winner for me. Show an adorable creature and an intimidating one right next to it, and then reveal that the legendary black beast of Arg isn't behind the rabbit. It is the rabbit. Naturally, the goat gets hurt because of DJ, which I'm not counting because obviously the kid would survive that, as Team Amazon are ready to admit defeat.
Way to lose the challenge, Heather.
Okay, Heather deserves some blame, yes, but you're giving zero blame to the person who wasted most of your meat for no good reason?
Oh my god! That makes no sense!
Jump on it! Do it!
Might as well look like bigger idiots.
Now come on! Here's where we make our descent! Ah!
This last-ditch effort appears to work. Or maybe not, as Alejandro beats Owen's head in several times, which I will mark on the casualty counter. I mean, come on.
My leg!
On to part 2 of today's challenge. Competitors must learn and perform a traditional German dance on this very platform. Last team standing wins.
And be careful, if you lose this game, equestrian magic won't be restored. So Chris distributes some headgear, which makes me jealous that I'm not a member of Team Amazon.
This one almost had my name on it, didn't it?
And the teams, pretty randomly I guess, pick who's to dance in this challenge. And to even things up,
Since Team Elusive Victory is down by 2, Amazon and Chris is really hot, 3 dance, 2 sit out. And Victory, 2 dance, 1 sits out.
3 against 2? How is that fair?
You're kidding, right?
I haven't seen a Mr. Enter video in quite some time. I've kind of decided to stop watching his content, but to borrow his famous quote, pointing out your problems doesn't make them go away. Cody gets put in lederhosen. I fail to see the point in that, as Noah mocks him for wearing it.
How are the hosen treating ya?
It feels like someone gave my wedgie a wedgie.
You're not fooling anyone, Noah. We know you're turned on by that getup. I know he's canon dating Emma, but he's head canon dating Cody too. Let's be real here.
Right knee up, left arm swing. Stomp, hop, slap your thighs.
So while they all dance to the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme,
Very perceptive, my brilliant teammate. I'm working an angle that will benefit our team.
we see Sierra give her own mini song number for Cody.
1, 2, 3, slap my knee. My husband to be, his name is Cody. 4, 5, 6, kick up sticks. My heart won't tick without my Cody fix. 7, 8, 9, straighten your spine. Spin to see Cody looking so fine. 10, 11, 12, nothing runs to 12. Chicks want Cody, but his butt's mine.
Yeah, I think this warrants a CLR, aka Criticism Lightning Round. First, if the horrified expressions on Cody's face are supposed to indicate this being one of Sierra's creepy moments, I don't get it. I'm not ranking them, but I do have the creepometer now, and meh. Second,
my husband to be, his name is Cody. 4, 5, 6, kick up sticks. My heart won't tick without my Cody fix.
Third,
10, 11, 12, nothing runs to 12.
Both Delve and Shell fit that rhyme scheme. I'm not sure how they make sense in the song, but factually what Sierra's saying there was wrong. But even if it was right, that doesn't give you permission to abandon the rhyme scheme entirely. Who do you think you are, Wiz Khalifa?
And my car look unapproachable. And my car look unapproachable. Super clean, but it's super mean. She wanna ride with them cat. Count stacks, get fly, take trips, and that's that.
Bravo, sir. Bravo. Didn't even try. Wow. Wow. I had not even considered that as a possibility. Abandoned the rhyme scheme entirely. And clogged toilets had better flow than this guy.
Ignore those who do not know fabulous dancing when they see it. You mustn't hold back any longer.
You're right, Candy Apple. Clear the way. This dance train is leaving the station.
Okay, so Alejandro is again showing encouragement to a member of Team Victory, which will result in that person going home. Now that I've noticed this pattern, I have to assume he does this to let their guard down and boost their ego. Kind of like what Brian did to Blake in Survivor Guatemala.
I have a new favorite game out here. It's called Bait Blake. Blake, what is your absolute best drunk story?
My roommate was all gone on summer camp, and I thought I'll have a party at my place. We're doing shots, everybody's getting hammered.
I'm trying to make sure that he tells all his stories around people like Danny and Bobby John so they see what a moron Blake is. This is awesome.
5th person voted out of Survivor Guatemala. Blake. That's 4. That's enough. You need to bring your torch.
And as formulaic as this strategy is, it's proven to be a complete success, so 1 thumb up, Alejandro.
One girl to another. Watch out for Alejandro. He is not who he seems.
You jealous he's paying attention to all this?
Oh, I hate that guy.
Anyone Heather can't stand must be good.
All right, the classic Heather and LaShawn feud back in action. Where the f did this come from? I mean, I know LaShawn and Heather are basically the Rob v. Russell of this show, but didn't they make up last season?
Heather, if it's worth anything, you can count me as a friend. Just don't tell anyone I said so. And if this ends up on the TDA website, I'll pretend it was all CGI.
Hey, something to remember me by.
Yeah, and since then, I don't think they've spoken a single word to each other. So why does LaShawn hate Heather again all of a sudden? I mean, sure, Heather's giving Gwen quite a bit of grief recently. Maybe that's what's motivating this outrage, but LaShawn never actually says. You can dislike Duncan's grudge against Harrow for booting Courtney in season 1 all you want, but at least he clarifies that's why he was so relentless with him. But what context do we have for LaShawn to be hating Heather again? Did she spike one of your drinks with pineapple juice or something?
Are you gonna be a team player or not? Ooh, I'm a team player, but I'm also allergic to pineapple.
Just saying, show don't tell. So after the practice round is done, the challenge commences. I don't think these falls are high enough to qualify for the casualty counter, so I'm not counting them.
Stay on the platform, LaShawn.
I'm not going anywhere.
That's it. Seize the day.
Can I call copyright claim there? Just asking.
She's not even on your team.
Ow! I'm gonna seize the you! You've had this coming for 3 seasons! Ugh!
Wow, 2 CLRs, aka criticism lightning rounds in 1 episode. Those are rare, but yeah, let's go over this scene. 1, fitting I compared LaShawn and Heather to Rob and Russell earlier because now Heather and Russell have another thing in common, a missing tooth. That's not actually a problem, I just thought was a neat comparison. Actual problems now. 2, congratulations LaShawna, you just lost the challenge for your team. Which is especially funny given just 10 seconds ago.
Stay on the platform, LaShawna.
I'm not going anywhere! I'm gonna seize the you! You've had this coming for 3 seasons! Ugh!
3, what do you mean Heather's had this coming for 3 seasons? Haven't you done enough to her? You locked her in a freezer and a clogged porta potty, switched her shower water with sewage, shredded her clothes, threw a face on the back of her head. Oh, and in case you think I forgot.
Oh, I'll give you gravity!
And finally 4, if this weren't a cartoon and were in fact live action, LaShawna would have been kicked from the show for beating up Heather. Again, not harsh enough to make the casualty counter, but we are seeing actual bruises here, so there's no illusion, this is assault. And yes, this isn't the only time physical assault has happened on this show, hello again Duncan. But in the past, it's usually been off screen or bare minimum, you couldn't see the actual damage it was causing. This scene does not have that excuse. LaShawn just beat the crap out of Heather for no freaking reason. I never thought I'd call LaShawn the more villainous of these two, but
you've had this coming for 3 seasons!
Yep, she takes the cake now. Vote her ass out. And that's exactly what happens, as Alejandro throws the challenge, not like he needs the win, his team's already safe, and Team Victory have to vote someone out. Because aside from Lindsay's revelation, this episode has no surprises in it.
The last bag goes to DJ.
LaShawn gets voted out because the team finally realizes what a cancer she is. She too rips me off.
Seize the day!
And we're out of time!
And she's nudged out of the plane by Alejandro, ending the episode. Except, not quite. To make sure I don't forget this stuff in the future, I'm just gonna put at the end of each review, what happened after the drop of shame. Yeah, those exclusive clips I've mentioned but keep bringing up later than I should, I'm just gonna address them at the end of my reviews, regardless of what happens in them. So, after LaShawn falls, she apologizes to Hero for falling for Alejandro, thuds back in the Alps, and...
Oh, could this get any worse?
I'm sure I've used this cliche before too, so I might not be one to talk, but you're just asking for bad stuff to happen, aren't you? My leg! And that was Slap Slap Revolution. Despite the tirade I had at the end, I actually like this one quite a bit. Oh, the song's not great, there's a few disgusting moments, and Lashana is pretty bad by the end. But it's sort of like Beth in Masters of Disasters. It doesn't ruin the episode, it's just such a bad moment in isolation, I felt the need to cover all of it at that moment. But it's only bad by itself, it doesn't really detract from the overall product. And heck, she goes home by the end, which is only to improve my mood, because yeah, Lashana kinda sucked this season. Like, really sucked. And with all that out of the way, let's praise the absolute best thing about the episode, the comedy. The jokes we got here are among the show's best. Well planned, well timed, well told, it legit does make up for what should have been otherwise really sloppy execution. So while Germany's had a pretty rocky history to say the least, this episode did the country a great service that I gladly toast to. But gosh darn it, I wanted to give a fully positive review for once, and this, while enjoyable, was too flawed to be called perfect. This won't do. Give me something I won't have any problems with for next time. That's the ticket.